Hi, I'm Christy Louie, a CMAP volunteer here at the 2011 Gilroy Garlic Festival. For this segment, I'll be interviewing Chef Angelo Sosa of Bravo TV's Top Chef Favorite. So, Angelo Sosa, please introduce yourself and tell us about your experience here at the Gilroy Garlic Festival.
Sure. So I literally just arrived maybe 2 hours ago. I just jumped right in. It's kind of like learning a language. I've been immersed in the garlic culture. I literally did that flame up, I think it's called, where we just have these large, humongous, gigantic pans, and we flamed shrimp, and it was pretty intense. It's an honor to be here. I'm really pumped up.
And tomorrow you'll be on stage. You're on stage all 3 days. We're so lucky to have you. So can you tell us what you're doing tomorrow and on Sunday?
Sure. Well, I'm lucky to be here. Tomorrow, I'm actually going. So I'm fixated with garlic. I'm obsessed with garlic. I love the flavors. I think garlic, and I would say another ingredient, thyme, is two of the ingredients that extract, it's like an epiphany of flavors. I use them throughout, whether I'm cooking Asian food, Spanish, Italian. I always use that as a base of my cooking. Tomorrow I'm going to actually introduce a little bit more modern cooking techniques. We're going to be using liquid nitrogen, and I'm going to show how I make a garlic brittle. We're going to make some garlic brittle tomorrow, and then I'm going to do a takeoff of a Spanish classic, which is called a white gazpacho. Typically in Spain, a white gazpacho, you have two different gazpachos. You have a tomato-based gazpacho, and then you have a garlic gazpacho, which is white. And I'm going to serve this white gazpacho, and I'm going to actually smoke it using some modern techniques and serve it with some garlic brittle.
That's on Saturday. And on Sunday, you're here with our Iron Chef style cooking cook-off contest.
Exactly, yeah. I'm going to be, I believe, the host, and we're just going to have fun. We're going to garlic it up.
It's so exciting to meet you. I know you've created new recipes, hundreds of recipes for both food and drink.
Sure.
What inspires you? Where do you get all this energy from to create?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think, even like events like this, it really just, one thing from the show, Top Chef, it really pushed me to the next level. It kind of made me cross that abyss, or red line myself, and next thing you know, I was into a whole different territory. So I made a pact with myself that I would never be complacent from this. So things like being here, traveling is very important to me, seeing different cultures and how they have a different perspective and respect food. That's very important for me to take in as information, and I just use that and I just create from there.
Now, your parents are Italian and your father's Dominican?
My father's Dominican.
How does that influence your food? Did you cook when you were little, or cook with your mom and dad?
I cooked a lot. I cooked a lot when I was little. So yeah, I'm half Dominican, half Italian, and I cook Asian food. So it makes sense, right?
So you traveled around also to Asia, Vietnam. Yeah. Tell us about where you traveled.
Sure. I've traveled extensively throughout Asia, from Thailand to Vietnam to Hong Kong to Malaysia to Singapore to Indonesia. I love it. I love the culture. I love the respect for tradition. I think that's a major point for me, and I love how that tradition is passed down from generation to generation, and that's something I like to take within my food, is show respect to the past but move into today's generation.
Right, so you add your own, you take the ancient recipes from Asia and you add your own flavor.
Exactly, and I also fuse modern techniques with ancient techniques.
For those of us who don't really know how to cook with garlic, can you give us some secret tips?
Garlic? Huh. That's a great question. Tips of garlic. Well, I think garlic.
Some people just go to the grocery store and get the dried garlic, that's in the bottle, sure. The instant garlic salt.
Sure.
And you like using fresh garlic.
I love using fresh garlic. I think fresh. You have to use fresh garlic, especially. I remember as a child just going. We would grow garlic in the earth, and just bringing it down, cutting it in half, even just rubbing it on a chicken is great. If the garlic, one tip is if the garlic's getting too old, it has that little endosperm in the middle, remove that stem, because it'll add a little bitterness to the garlic. So if you're not so much into the bitterness of garlic, remove that.
Now you have a new restaurant. You have two new restaurants, Shay Shay and Social Eats. Can you tell us about those restaurants and what the food is like, what you're doing there?
Sure. Shay Shay is one of my sandwich shops. We're actually, we closed it down and we're going to be relaunching that this year. But Social Eats is currently open. It's in Midtown East in Manhattan on 53rd Street between 2nd and 3rd. And it's an American fare, American classics that we reinterpret with an Asian twist.
So what do you have coming up for the future? Are you putting out a cookbook or more recipes? I know you're also a consultant for other chefs who call you in and get inspired by you. So what do you have coming up?
Sure. I mean, I guess my new philosophy is take one day at a time. That being said, we are working on a cookbook. We're working on projects in LA and back in New York. And, I really just kind of, as I said, for me, the show was very revealing for a lot of things. And one thing that I really took away from it was really just what you have in your grasp today, just really nurture that. So, I kind of leave tomorrow to be tomorrow and today to be today. So.
What would you say to the folks at home about the Garlic Festival and the variety of foods that we have here with garlic?
Well, let me say this. I keep on burping as we're doing this. I'm joking. The Garlic Festival is really cool. It's okay if you have garlic breath. You don't have to exclusively be at the Olive Garden. It's an amazing event, and I love the energy. I'm a very I love this. I love the synergy and the energy of people, and I love what this event represents. Yeah. I'm Chef Angelo Sosa at the Gilroy Garlic Festival, and you're watching CMAP.